Today I'm going to be doing a grand campaign as the nation of Aztec in Europa Universalis 4. Our ultimate goal for this grand campaign is to conquer the entirety of the continents of North America and South America and convert them all to Nahuatl and complete as much of the Aztec mission tree as possible. This is where we left off last time. We've already consolidated the region of Central America / Mexico, and we've passed all of our Nahuatl reforms and reformed into a modern country, and we actually have government reforms. But now, it's time to really get into the big wars because we finally discovered the colonizers and their colonial nations, so we need to start expanding into the natives, which are technologically inferior to us, and into the colonizers, which are technologically superior to us. This is episode 2. Check out episode 1 if you haven't already. Links will be in the description and in the pinned comment. Alright, here we are back as Aztec, ladies and gentlemen, or I should say Aztlan, our name change that we had last time. Like I said in the intro, man, we finished up all of our religious reforms and now we're actually a modern country with government reforms, even though they're stupid because we got them from Florida, you know. So we will have to swap to an Aztec empire right here. Our income is really good. We need to dev up some more gold mines. We got massive armies and we are technologically superior to the natives over here because we just got some tech off of reforming, but we're still kinda weaker than the colonial nations, so we'll need to play catch up a little bit. So yeah, man, we're gonna get started by spying on some of these guys up north over here so we can learn about various regions up here, and then we're gonna go ahead and fight them. Obviously, as Aztec over here, we do have the American frontiers, which will start colonizing every uncolonized province that we border. However, it does cost GovCap, so we'll get to that later. No need to take like exploration or expansion, and these are our idea groups that we just unlocked. That's why we don't have anything over there. So yeah, let's start up by spying on Caddo here, and maybe like I don't know, these guys too. Now, we do have some other missions that we can take right here. Sacrifices for the gods, because we've won some battles, and this one right here, some cocoa provinces get local goods produced. And they get their production buildings upgraded. If none are present, we gain a workshop. Okay, the 5 most deaf provinces, sure. Oh, someone just formed a federation here. The guys I was actually spying on, we got the Chickasaw Federation, so I do need to start re-spying on them. But yeah, I like that we have big nations like this over here, like Caddo and Chickasaw, that we can take a lot of land from. And Florida, actually, which is like the Spanish Eastern North American colony, it does seem to be pretty big. Something we should also start getting is actually a navy, because we do need to own all of the Caribbean, right? So let's I mean, this is galleys over here, right? Yeah, let's get some galleys up. Started spamming courthouses as well because we're low on GovCap here, but we've spied up on Caddo right here. Let's steal their maps of, well, I guess Mississippi. We'll learn about 28 provinces. Okay, that's good. Okay, so once we're up to 50 with Chickasaw, I think I'll spy for the southeast, and then we'll get the Great Plains, California, and everything. Obviously, there's a lot more natives we can fight in North America, whereas primarily in South America, we're going to focus on the colonial nations. All right, let's steal maps of the southeast here, and we've learned about all of that. So we got New Scotland, which is being conquered by the Iroquois. We got Ichisi right here, owning like pretty much most of Florida right here, and a little bit of Georgia too. So yeah, I think we get into it with Caddo first, or does it really matter? Yeah, I want to get with Caddo first so we can go up north as well, and then we'll go through Chickasaw. Don't think that there's no aggressive expansion here either, just because these guys are weak and stuff like that. We still gotta be careful. Chickasaw is actually really powerful. Alright, let's get into it with the conquest, boys. We are gonna declare on Caddo. We don't have the Flower Wars CB anymore, which kind of sucks, so we are gonna have to start using regular conquest CBs. But I think I'll also annex Wichita here, because they're only a 1-province minor. And we do want to do annex migratory tribe on the guys that are still migratory. Of course, here we are at risk of being declared on by the colonizers proper, in which case it is going to be a little bit of a struggle pushing them back, although we can do it. Whereas the colonial nations themselves, I don't think they would declare on us at this point, so we're good. So unless Portugal or Castile or Norway or Denmark or Holland or England or France or Scotland, literally everyone is colonizing this campaign because we saw all of their boats and conquistadors last episode, unless one of those guys declares on me, man, I think we're good. But even if they do, unless it's someone huge, I think we can push them back. Now, because we don't actually have conquistadors and stuff like that, we only have a colonist from our reforms. We can't actually walk through terra incognita here to get to someone we're fighting, so just waiting for a little bit more to steal the maps of the Great Plains. As for religious conversion, man, it does seem to be going pretty easy now, especially on these other native religions like Animist and Totemist and stuff like that. If it's more difficult to convert Catholic, Reformed, and Anglican and whoever else arrives, obviously we will be picking up religious later down the line, but right now I'm just focusing on army and money. Alright, stealing maps of the Great Plains. Cool, we can see Pawnee and Cahokia right now, so let's go to them. Now we could do establish American frontier as we speak. That would start colonizing like these two, this one, all of these ones right here, these two. But do we do that, or do we just swap gov reforms at this point, man? Because we can swap to Aztec Empire. It's really nothing special. It's just liberty, desire, and subjects. Then we got Nahuatl monarchy as well. Both of these will give us back the tonali ability that we lost last time. So yeah, I think we do go with Aztec Empire right here, if for nothing else, the roleplay, right? And there we are, our tonali ability is back, and we want to wait for it to increase because we do gain some nice things when it's maxed out army-wise. Almost caught up on Miltech too. Florida is 14. Yeah, that's the main one right now. I'm 13, so we're good. All right, so let's see how much we can take from Caddo over here. And like I said, we really don't want to be coalitioned by the natives here. This will form a coalition, even though I can beat them back so easily. I don't want to get truce locked or anything like that. So I think we're just going to do regular conquest here, man, up to like 50 AE. So that's really not that much, is it? God damn. 4 provinces only? You know what? Let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens. Got a third merchant. Obviously, eventually we'll want to move our main node to the Caribbean, or what was it, like Chesapeake or something like that, depending on the routing. But for now, we're keeping it in Mexico. But there's only 2 entry nodes in Mexico. Which this one, I don't know if it's California or like the Hawaii or something like that, but we can't route from anywhere else. What the hell? I guess I just collect in Mississippi. Oh, we actually can get an explorer though, because we got a Great New World Charter. Might as well learn about the ocean then. Let's get 3 lights up. And yes, I know we're just making bank right here, man, and not spending anything. I keep forgetting that we're making so much money is the thing. That's the problem here. I do need to spam up courthouses, man, quite a lot. As for the missions, man, this entire top branch right here is now complete. Over here we got, okay, we need to be making, or a theologian that gives us admin points and some tech discount. Cool, let's get a level 3 theologian then to complete that one. Yeah, still some more in the middle branch right here. Quite a lot in this 3rd branch, and this 4th one right here is mostly for doing the sunset and sunrise invasions, which of course we're not gonna do. I said that in episode 1 as well, because our final grand campaign is gonna be a world conquest, 1 faith. I don't want to do half a world conquest and then a world conquest. You guys know how tedious it is. Okay, lights are up. Let's New World Charter, which means we got an explorer now, and we can start exploring. Nice. As for the coalition, really there's no coalition. I think we get into it with Chickasaw now. Once we can get a claim on them. My guys keep getting discovered though. You know, I always wonder, because I see these guys quite a lot, why is this like the only nation that their color does this? Right? They're not actually supposed to look like this. They're not the only nation with 2 colors, but it must be... What do you guys think causes this? Because they're like this every time, man. Alright, this established American frontier is just a reminder for me to swap gov reforms, so here I'm gonna go with strength and noble privileges. We do need to swap like all of these. The ones that Florida has picked are horrible. So yes, we will be quite behind on gov reforms. By 1578, bruh, you're easy over here. So, yeah. Alright, Chickasaw seems to be fighting Florida, so I'll wait for them to wrap it up and then I'll fight them. Combat abilities looking mint. Alright, walked all the way up to here because if you guys don't know, you need to be standing in an adjacent region to be able to steal the maps of a certain region. I want to steal them of the northeast, so that's why I'm all the way up here. There's the northeast, confirm, and we got the 13 colonies as well. Okay, yeah. So we got England here. Yeah, there's Newfoundland. England is here as well. So we got Scotland, Spain, then we got Portugal. This is who? That's Denmark, Danish Indies. French Colombia, Spanish Peru. Oh, okay, actually Spain is really powerful in South America, but we don't care. As long as they don't interfere in our war with the natives, War of the Protestant League is happening. As long as they don't interfere with that, we're good. Good thing about the New World is there's so many high-value trade goods, man. And, yeah, it's even cooler in EU5, but we'll get there when we get there. Yeah, just continuing our exploration right here. Atlantic South America, sure. I'm gonna swap to centralized here. And now that we've chilled a bit, I think it is time to get into it with Chickasaw, man. The main thing I want to do in this war right here is... Well, I was actually gonna say get connected up to New Scotland, but they're so dispersed, and you really want to full annex a colonial nation if you can, just so the Overlord doesn't come back on you with a reconquest. So I guess I'll just push down to Echisi so we can eat them up. Yeah, get like the coastline and whatever else I can. So yeah, just regular conquest. Alright, this war score is about as much as we can get here because they're also fighting Scotland right here. So there we go. There's the coastline. And then I'm just gonna take max like over here, man. Let's see. That's actually a lot of admin points and a lot of aggressive expansion. Okay, I gotta remember to tone it down here, man. Let's do this. Sure. Okay, that's the peace deal for now. Nice, man, but expanding very nicely in the coastline over here in the Mississippi. We can convert to Christianity, which of course we will not do Nahuatl till the end, baby. But yeah, now we're able to spy on Echisi, which I will do. These guys I'm definitely gonna full annex. I just hope it's not too much admin points. And yeah, I don't think I wanna get into it with the colonial nations just yet until, like I said, we can chop down a massive chunk of them, right? So yeah, we're just chilling. I guess I'll continue my push down here. Occupied by Austria, what? Okay, whatever. And then maybe we get into it with some of these guys. Sure, it's about to get extremely border gory here, folks, but Now there's another mission. That one right there, the something something. Okay, I guess I got a theologian. No, I'm just making admin points. Okay, admin points and tech discount, which is awesome. And for this mission, we need Mexico to be 35 dev and the state to be prosperous. Is it prosperous? Let's see. It is prosperous. Okay, I don't really have the points to dev it now, but frick it. There we go. 35 dev, city of gold. Land controls by the estate changes, and possible number of buildings and construction. Nice. And for this, I need to do hold religious festival 5 times, and we need 90 tonali. Now, religious festival is which one? This one. But we need tonali to increase for that, and right now we're losing it because we're at peace. Right. Meanwhile, with the only colonists that we have, I am continuing to push down so we can start bordering the South American guys. Let's see, even Catholic here really isn't that difficult to convert, man. Yeah, we'll probably won't need religious then. We are about to hit absolutism soon though, so I should start taking away some of these privileges. Let's get rid of patronage of the arts and clerical advisory, I guess. Echisi formed a federation, which I guess doesn't change much. What the hell are these guys exploring, bro? North Atlantic Sea? Okay. Also, it would be really beneficial for us to build up the Panama Canal as fast as possible. We'll definitely have money for it, man. Also, if you guys don't remember from last time, yes, we do have the High American units, which are the most powerful in the game. And here's already a clue of some of the actual colonizer nations that we're gonna have to fight. We're gonna have to fight Denmark for Greenland because it's in North America. We're also gonna have to fight whoever owns Bermuda, whoever owns the Falklands, which is Spain, whoever owns South Georgia, and whoever owns the Galapagos, which once again is Spain. I hope it's like Spain for South Georgia too, so we can take like all 3 of those in one war. Usually Portugal or England get Bermuda though, but we still haven't discovered it. Right now, just spying on some guys over here so we can discover California and Cascadia perhaps. And then we'll continue with our wars. Obviously, with us being in the subcontinent of Central America, sure, we could, like, trade company all of North America or Amazonia or the Andes, but I don't think we're going to be running trade companies. I think I'm going to be stating literally everything that I can this campaign. Well, my guys keep getting discovered, so I think there's no point in waiting around. Let's declare on the Echisi Federation. They are ally-less right now, and, like, they've been declared on by the West Indies as well. So let's go. Well, can't always have luck, can we? Okay, but this actually is good, because this makes it way easier for me to fight the Danish West Indies when they have land over here. We can just declare for something over here, and their navy proper, let's take a look at it, is just 13 ships. Yeah, I think the Danish West Indies are probably going to be the first colonial nation that we fight. I just hope this is all of them. Right, but they can't own any other land, right? The only thing we don't see here is Bermuda, and they can't own that. So yeah, as soon as they wrap up their war with Echisi right here, we're gonna go in against them. And then we'll have, well, Well, I was gonna say an easier time fighting Caraibas, but no. No. And you know what, man? I actually did. I'm not gonna swap expand temple rights or defensive stance right here because they're actually pretty good. And let's go ahead and establish our first American frontiers. So this is what happens. Every province that's uncolonized next to us starts getting colonized. Ideally, you'd want to like snake and cover more ground like this, but there really isn't that much that's left uncolonized. That's a lot, you know, up here and stuff like that, which of course we'll get to later. But yeah, we got the 30 galleys up. Now we need to spam up some transports. Yeah, let's get like 20 transports up so we can invade. Tech-wise, by the way, the West Indies are 15, and I'm pretty close to 15, so... Oh, but Navy, though. Hold up. Naval morale. I'm 11, so they got the one from 12, and it's actually a big difference. It's actually a big difference. Let me defocus from this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait for Diplo 12 as well, but... They don't got that many ships, though. Oh, wait. I'm colonizing provinces with natives in them, and I got this. I have to swap to this. Because I can't run around and beat all of them up in all of these where they can rise up. So I'd rather do it slowly, but surely. And by starting to manually colonize Darien right here, we will officially start boarding French Columbia, another colonial nation that seems fairly easy to fight. However, I won't fight them until they get connected up. All right, boats are here, and I've actually got a really good admiral. Yeah, the Danish West Indies. So they got this one right here, and then a bunch of nice islands over here in the, what do you call this? The Lesser Antilles or whatever. So yeah, man, let's go ahead and fight our first... Let's go ahead and spy on our first... I can actually steal maps of Colombia now, right? Yes. Cool, we've learned of all of it. Yeah, not a lot of it is colonized, though. I'll give you that. All right, got a claim on the West Indies. Finally, our first war versus a colonial nation. The key here in these types of wars is being fast to where Denmark won't come in and enforce peace. While we're in this war, it's time for our fourth idea group. I'm once again gonna keep going economic here, I think, and by taking actually economic. So we got the goodwill ones, we got the good economic ones. I think I'm probably gonna go quantity here. And as far as I can tell, that's a full siege on these guys. Going off of the list, it should be a full annexation. Perfect, man. All right. One colonial nation wiped out. I think it would actually be really good for us to go in against Caraibas next. They are full annexable in one war. However, you know, we do need to spy up on them and gather up some admin points. And, you know, yeah, we'll full annex them as well. And the Caribbean will be on lock. Perfect. I am going to keep these guys stationed in the Caribbean, though, this army for now. More map stealing. Let's learn about Peru, I think. Cool, we've learned about Peru. It's Spanish Peru, everyone. I don't understand how Spain is able to set up colonies here, man. Well, that's Scotland, and Spain, and Florida, and Osage. All right, first batch of colonies are starting to finish. Where the hell is the Panama Canal? How the hell do you build that? Okay, all of them are done, and now I'm actually gathering up points to get this, because it's quite important. Now we can also see the Caribbean node, but this one does exit to Chesapeake, so is it possible to route everything from the Americas up to Chesapeake? No, because Brazil only goes out to West Africa. So you can route Lima up, you can route Amazonias up, the Plata and Patagonia you can't. What the hell is this trade node? I've never seen it in my life. Yeah, you can route everything from here up to the Caribbean, and then I guess we route everything up here. California goes this way, Huron can go that way. Or no, actually it's St. Lawrence, right? Eventually, you want to make St. Lawrence the end one. It exits towards Bordeaux and the North Sea. Yeah, and a lot of this northern stuff, at least Ohio, Chesapeake, and Gulf of St. Lawrence, can't be routed to the Caribbean. Yeah, so I don't think it's worth focusing on trade too much, at least while we're so dispersed and stuff like that, but we will, at the end of the game, or whenever we conquer all of it, make the Gulf of St. Lawrence the end node. But for now, man, let's just collect in the Caribbean with this fourth guy because we're about to own all of it. Surprisingly, almost no rebellions, man. We're actually super peaceful here. Which is awesome. Let's spam up some more of these. We can do American frontiers again. How good it will be for us right now? Not a lot. Okay, we don't care then. Let's learn about Brazil. All right, let's go in on Caraibas, which I forgot to spy on. Alright, finally got a claim on Caribas. Let's go ahead and declare. Boom, there we go. These guys can siege down here, and then I'm actually also going to take this other army up to the capital. And that's a full siege 100% on Caribas. Let's see what the damage will be for us to full annex these guys. They are Catholic, so I'm assuming a lot of these guys will be mad, and actually some of the, yeah, the Spanish and French colonies and whatnot, but let's see if a full annex is possible. This is quite a lot of aggressive expansion, but do we care? 1,135 points, and you know, just with a full annex it goes down to 137 because Caribas would be the one that gets mad. But yeah, I think we do this, man. Sure, we'll wait a little bit, but still no overextension, right? Which is the key part here. And there's the peace out, and we literally just like that in 2 wars, ladies and gentlemen, own the entirety of the Caribbean. Bermuda, we can see it like this, a little cheat right there, is owned by Portugal. So only 1 province in the Caribbean that we don't own ourselves. I think I'm gonna leave the wars with the colonists proper, you know, Denmark, Bermuda, Galapagos, what you call it, man, the Falklands and South Georgia for like last. Until then, we're gonna be dealing with the colonial nations themselves. I have been coalitioned. French Colombia, Spanish Peru. Who else? Oh, I did not want this to happen. Okay, we're gonna have to shift focus here to the natives again. Like this, it's dangerous. All right. I was gonna say Bahmanis. The Bahamas. New Providence has decided to exist. It's not a pirate's life for me. We don't want to play as New Providence. They will hang for this. Assholes. I got a truce with them too. They're gonna pirate me now for 5 years. We should probably get Port Royal as well, right? There's Tortuga, but Port Royal doesn't spawn there and spawns in Jamaica, I think. Dude, we got a Zacatecas mine city in a province that already spawned gold. It's actually crazy. It's really good. Plus 15% local goods produced is nutty for gold. But we're kind of good on cash, honestly. I think I'm just gonna use this to help GovCap. Since we got some really nice culture conversion and culture conversion time modifiers, I am gonna be doing this whenever we're not really doing anything with Diplo points. Oh, actually, these guys would accept being vassalized. I wonder if I can improve with them to the max. Rejected alliance. Well, there's your alliance. And there's the age of absolutism, folks. We can Diplo vassalize these guys. There it is. Cool. Max absolutism is probably super low. It's only 33. So that's 43. Let me calculate. Yeah, this is 55 negative we're getting, so it's really 88 max absolutism. Let's take away religious diplomats. New World Charters too, I guess. Increased levies, how much does it matter? It's only 12%. Yeah, I'm gonna take away increased levies as well. We gotta keep the land rights for now, and yeah, let's take this away too. Let's take that away too. There we go. We'll colonize slower, sure, but then again, we do got the frontiers, which aren't even gonna matter that much. We're mostly left with conquest here. The thing is, now I'm no longer afraid of the European guys, man, because their Miltech is 17, I'm 16, I'm pretty good, and my freaking massive galley stack can defend pretty well right here. So let's reinforce that even more. Chicksaw's in the coalition too. We don't really actually have a lot of options here to fight. Maybe I'll try improving with outraged countries for the first time this campaign. Whoa, this is actually really good. Puerto del Moro. Hell yeah, let's build it up. Meanwhile, we can finally see all of Europe. Very powerful Ottomans, very powerful Venice as well. Everyone else, well, Tafilat is actually kind of strong. I guess Portugal and Spain supported their independence from Morocco, and now they're just going wild. But aside from that, everything is pretty standard, I guess. Slightly more powerful Russia than usual. Actually, this is a huge Russia. Poland, Lithuania, not doing too good. Hungary, you know, Austria seems to have lost land to Landshut. Who the hell's the emperor? Saxony's the emperor. Who won? The Protestants won. Okay. But yeah, the Netherlands, by the way, are colonizing, man. But I don't see... of course, well, almost New York. Yeah, I think this is the only bit of land they own. There's global trade. Cool. An additional merchant. Let's see. Yeah, with removing some of those privileges, it's max 56. However, it's not increasing in any way. We can't really lower autonomy because I haven't stated anything else, although we have managed to reduce GovCap. So let's state up stuff in the Caribbean, man, because it's actually like really high dev and nice provinces, some of the nice provinces in the Americas. Yeah, there we go. So now we should be able... Oof, that's a lot of admin points. But nevertheless, we'll reduce autonomy. Okay, finally we can take a royal decree. I did do a lowering of autonomy. It got us up to, up to 18 absolutism, which isn't great, isn't terrible. Also activated this, which gives us CCR and less aggressive expansion impact. Too bad it's kind of hard for us to grow Tronali because we're not at war that often, but we're chilling. Just need to core up a few more provinces. Coalition is disbanding. These are the guys I want to hit. Chickasaw, man, but I just need the coalition to fully disband. And also, French Colombia is also almost done colonizing Colombia. They just need one more province for France or them to colonize right here. And after that, that entire region is going to be done, and we can start pushing into there as well. And yeah, there we go. They've started colonizing the last province in Colombia. Nice. Why isn't a colony forming here? Oh, they're coring it. Okay, so that should go to California. It's actually New Spain. Then what would Chihuahua go to? They're still creating these, so these would go to New Spain. But even if I full annex New Spain here, it can get created again. I think I'm actually gonna fight it. Yeah, let's spy on New Spain right here, yeah. Everything is connected up that they have, so... yeah. Hey, coalition finally disbanded. Very nice. So yeah, still spying up on New Spain. We'll fight them soon. Integrated New Providence, and there's a mission, which is this one. Chart the Terra Incognita. China and Japan. Wait. Oh, we just discovered the entire world. Okay, I guess that's because of tech. Whoa! A giant Liang that owns, like, almost all of China? That's actually crazy. And Dai Viet is still the emperor, dude. Do you believe that, man? That's actually very cool. You know, whenever Ming blows up, you rarely see a dominant tag emerge. Usually, you know, they're all of similar power. But even if one dominant one does emerge, it's... yeah, I've never seen Liang. Although Dai Viet is actually really powerful. Look, they've even got land up here. Okay, we'll keep an eye out on that once we discover more. But that's a massive freaking Ottomans, too. I'm expecting them to get exploration expansion, honestly. But I guess not. Okay, well, I've spied up on New Spain. Once again, we gotta be quick, and I do expect these guys to re-emerge, but we'll take everything we can take. Yeah, quick and easy. I just hope the damage isn't too big here, but it's not really that much provinces, is it? So, it is, though. It is. The aggressive expansion is still nutty, even though it's like a 19 war score. That's what gets you over here. Yeah, it's just these colonies, man. They're gonna keep getting into a coalition with us, right? Even though no one up here is really mad, it will still be quite a lot with them, as we can see. The Spanish colonies will coalition us. The problem with not full annexing these guys is the Overlord can come back with Reconquest, but I mean, what do we do? Like, take 5 provinces? Honestly, probably yeah, man. Honestly, probably yeah. Let's not get coalitioned again, because that just slowed us down so much. So, okay, half now, whatever, later. Oh, what the hell, why did I take that? Okay, A, actually not that bad. I think we go ahead and hit the Chickasaw Federation right here, take as much as we can from them, and after that, man, I think it will be time to finally head down south, because French Colombia is done, but why does... oh, okay, they're still colonizing it. Yeah, French Colombia is done. Okay, and this is Spain proper, Peru, La Plata, Brazil. Okay, yeah. It's much nicer for me to wait for these guys to colonize stuff rather than myself. As you guys can see, there's not that much left to colonize, man. It's just some stuff down here. Spain owns this. No one owns South Georgia just yet. Bermuda, we confirmed it's Portugal. Yeah, it's getting filled up, man. It'll be filled up very soon. So yeah, let's fight Chickasaw right here. Then we'll go down south, fight Colombia. Okay, these guys aren't full annexable anyway, so we're not gonna full annex them. Let's leave them like this, something like that. There we go. Okay, another war wrapped up. Let's core this up, get some tech or whatever we need right here. We're actually okay. Mill 18. Let's see, the Europeans are 19. What institution don't I have? Manufactories? No, it's... well, I have everything. I'm just ahead of time compared to my neighbors. Okay. GovCap, we're... yeah, we do need to continue building up the economy, though. We're mostly relying on manufacturing, as you guys can see, since trade is, you know, the whole trade setup is pretty wonky here. But, yeah, I'm putting down manufactories as well, man. We should do fur probably as well. It's 350 right now. Even though we get so little from it right now, you know, eventually it'll be good. Yeah, this is how it's looking, man. It's actually not that much, but just because we're not really doing that much with our money, it looks like we're making a lot. Obviously, I haven't dev'd every single gold mine up to 10. I think 4, the top 4 are all up to 10, the rest of them aren't. And look, it says "and others," dude. How many gold mines do we have? Meanwhile, conversion to Nahuatl is going swell as well. Now, we got these guys right here, the Acoma Federation. I am touching all of their provinces, and by fighting them, I can get to this province that we own and beat up these rebels, which I still don't know how I took that from New Spain, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and declare, take these guys out, then we'll go down to French Columbia. So, yeah. Meanwhile, do we have more absolutism? 26. Yeah, it's rising, but very, very slowly. We don't even have a lot of splendor here. We don't even have potential for a large army or anything like that, but no biggie. Okay, cool. And that's one guy full annexed. You know, some of their provinces of these guys that end up settling, man, are actually pretty high dev. Like, look at this, 20, 13, 15. This one that I took over here, 11. So, yeah, it's not like we're conquering a bunch of low dev bullcrap, you know? Okay, let's finally get into it in South America, man. If we go by subcontinents and stuff like that, we technically already have Darien, which is in South America, but, let's push into Colombia proper. How long have they been doing this? Oh, wait. This actually sucks because it's in Brazil, right? Is it? Yeah, it is. Oh my god, dude. We actually are gonna have to fight France proper to take this one province because the rest of it, French Colombia themselves colonized it, but France did this one, and it's not in Colombia, so it didn't go to Colombia. Oh my god, that's literally the only reason we're gonna have to fight France. You're kidding me. Are they allied to someone, maybe? They're allied to Scotland. Does Scotland themselves have any land over here? Okay, I guess we'll do it here, then. Because when we fight Scotland, we'll also take that from France. It's just like, the things you gotta think of, man. The things you gotta think of. That's freaking easy peasy, you know. What? What? It literally must have happened because I didn't notice it. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, obviously I play without headphones, so I never hear the dong sound. But England has just declared on me. English conquest of Tlacopan, which is where? Tlacopan. Ah, of course. I love it when the AI declares a province they can actually get. Idiots. Okay, this will be easy to defend. England is bringing in Cascadia, which is the Alaska guys, Louisiana, which is these guys, Newfoundland, and the 13 colonies. They're actually not that strong. England itself is actually very strong. Okay, they have 221,000 troops. Oh, they got stuff in Africa, I guess, but... okay, let's wait for these guys to get down on low. Or actually, it doesn't matter, does it? Let's just take a bunch of stuff over here. We're gonna have to fight them so much, dude, but I literally don't care this time. I'm gonna go max. Let's see. I'm gonna get coalition by the Europeans, the overlords themselves like this. I can't. It absolutely sucks, but I can't do this. Yeah, I'm only gonna do this. 14% war score, I know. We're still not in the all-out wars phase, boys. That's like next video type stuff, but okay, there we go. We've pushed into South America. Let's score these up. I don't know, our navy is actually kind of strong over here, not gonna lie. Let's get one of these guys up. We'll like protect over here, and I guess I'll send both armies north, and we'll play it defensively. Because even if we want to, we could like jut out into Alaska like this, or into Canada from here, but maybe we might be too stretched like that. I guess we'll see. Yeah, let's bring both armies up north, man. Okay, naval superiority achieved. I just crushed the English in this. I didn't see what kind of boats they had in that fleet, but that's not bad. They're actually landing in the Caribbean, which if I can wipe them there, 21 heavies. Yeah, there's just so many boats. I don't know if I can beat them here. This is coast, so galleys are good. Maybe I try and land instead, I think. Nope, got wiped. Couldn't land. What's their tech? 19, and I'm 19 as well. What the hell, then? I can take 20 swivel cannon howitzer. Right, as I was focusing on landing, I never noticed this. Frick my life. My armies are more powerful, man. There's no doubt about that. Like, we've been crushing them in battle. And really, man, at the end of the day, this is just an annoyance, you know? I never... There's nothing we need to fight England for. Let's see. Yeah, literally nothing. So the only thing they're doing in this is just being annoying. And of course, I'm gonna white piece here as soon as possible, because whenever we fight their colonies, it just the colony, not everyone at the same time. So this is nothing more than me being annoyed for 5 minutes. Yeah, we'll piece them out as soon as possible. Also, new idea group time. I think I go with quantity here, man. Yeah, I do want to have massive stacks running around. This is, okay, very cool. Yeah, we got offensive and quality, which is good enough. Time to go quantity. This is going to buff our economy as well later with the policies. And there's a white piece. Okay, get out of here. Yeah, they just cost me manpower and bullshit, man. But with that said, while these guys are unsieging stuff down here, with these guys up north, we're actually going to declare on New Spain and finish them off because once I conquer this, there's nowhere New Spain can pop out from. So let's just, you know, completely finish off that colonial nation. And there we go. Pretty simple, actually. Nice, man. Okay, I think that gives us control over all of Mexico, if I'm not mistaken, or the colonial region. Yeah, yes, it does. Cool. Okay. Aggressive expansion, actually not looking too bad. These guys down here are salty. Ah, this England thing threw me off, man. Originally, what I wanted to do is push through French Colombia down here, so we start bordering Spanish Peru. And of course, this is another province we gotta take from Spain proper, because let me guess, it's in Colombia. Okay, so I think we fight French Colombia again, just to push down to Spanish Peru. Then we get into it with, let's see, what is Spanish California? That. Yeah, we knocked them down, split them in like 2 or 3 wars or something like that. Yeah, okay, so Colombia, California, go back down to Peru. We're still chugging along, boys. At this point, I do have to start the repair of the boats as well. All right, we've rebuilt a lot of boats. Let's go ahead and hit these guys again. No diplomats? See, this is what happens when you're not fast enough. And I wasn't. Ah, okay, this is the first time someone's enforcing on me. What if France comes in? It's really not a defensive war, right? So if France does come in, is it worth it haggling with them just over this one piece of land right here? I don't know. You know what? I'll accept. There we go. Okay, not fighting French Colombia, I guess. Just a 5-year truce really isn't that bad. Fine, let's go up and beat up Spanish California then. Really, this doesn't change anything, boys. Wrapped up economics, so now we got some awesome thingies to grant out right here. Do I have a spy network on these guys? No, I don't. Frick me. Okay, let's go. See, the key is being fast enough to where you get over the war score thing to where they can enforce, because I think if it's below, like, I don't know, 25, 30% or something like that, they can't enforce because they're losing too much. It's the same as trying to call in an ally into a war that wouldn't initially come in, or you didn't initially call in, and then trying to get them in while you're losing. You can't do it. Yeah, we're pretty much done here. I think I'm just gonna take stuff that's like close to me and stuff like that. So yeah, okay, that's actually not that bad. I guess these provinces aren't that dev'd. Let's see though. I wonder, man. I wonder. I am done wondering, man. I am done wondering. Yes. All right. Yeah, it seems that not that many people care about this. It's only Pacifico Norte, Spanish Louisiana, and French Colombia, which actually isn't that bad. We don't have the admin points to do this, but frick it, man. And there we go. Just like that, man. All of California has been taken by us in one fell swoop. Okay. Why do some of them give me overextension, I wonder? Yeah, what's the like requirement for it to give you overextension or not? It's not the dev. Because we got like 6 dev provinces not giving us overextension, but 5 dev provinces are. So next gov reform time, and it's gonna be meritocratic. All right, so now up north, who could we really get into it and do a full annex on them like we just did with these guys? So New Scotland, we don't border all of them. Okay, Scottish Louisiana, we don't border all of them, or maybe at the same time, but no. Then we got Pacifico Norte, which this one we can't reach. British Louisiana, actually. Yeah, British Louisiana is doable. It would stretch me into, like, you know, in provinces I don't really want to get into right now, but they are full annexable. Yeah. And then who else? I mean, Florida still exists, kinda, I guess. Yeah, I think in North America, man, we go in on British Louisiana, but truce with French Colombia is actually up, so let's pop some rebels up north, and then we'll get into it with these guys. Once again, we gotta be fast, though. Meanwhile, GovCap's still good. I did put down a lot of state houses, so actually, at this point, man, I think I'll even state up some more stuff, which we haven't done for quite a while. That's why we really can't scale our economy that well, but yeah, I think that's pretty good for now. All right, armies are in position. Let's declare. There we go, and let's just set all of these guys to auto siege because that is literally how we're the fastest. Okay, this time we were fast enough. So yeah, we do want to take the provinces over here that border Peru or whatever. These guys obviously... Oh, wait a minute, are they actually full annexable? I gotta test this. So yeah, they are full annexable, and a non-full annexation is 353 AE, obviously because most of it remains with them, but a full annexation is 171. Now, like that, we would get coalitioned by all of the Spanish colonies, including France and Portugal. And all of the Spanish colonies are actually quite a lot. We got Peru, La Plata, Brazil, Pacifico Norte, and Louisiana. Not that they're powerful, but do we do this? I don't think there's a point in doing this, man. It's possible, but like I said, it isn't like final video, final push, full annex everyone type of thing. Colonization of South America is done, by the way. I think we keep it simple, man, and go with, like, what was that? That was like 171? Yeah, let's go in until it's only like French Colombia and Spanish Louisiana in here. Okay, so Spanish Peru joins like that. So I'm just gonna do this. Yeah, just that. There we go. Stupid, very stupid when you can take way more. I know, boys, but yeah, we're still keeping it chill, man. It's still 1664. No need to rush anything. Okay, so now that we're done with that, and some of the southern guys are mad, I actually think we go back up to the northern guys and fight British Louisiana, because Scotland and England's colonies are Reformed and Anglican, and we've been just continually pounding into the Catholic colonies. So yeah, let's start spying up on British Louisiana, man. Actually, I already have a claim. No, it's trade dispute. But yeah, aside from that, man, let's actually take this. Aside from that, we are the number 5 great power. We would be number 3 if we had all the institutions. Yeah, Ottomans are still the most powerful, which is interesting, but yeah, they are super huge this campaign, and they've annexed the Aeolate of Egypt. We got Deccan forming. Cool. Powerful Russia. I've had some very powerful Russias in my, past couple of playthroughs, I gotta say. In Europe, things are honestly looking pretty standard, man. Nothing strange. Actually, we finally have Britain forming. Not to say that it's strange, it was England a few years ago. I think after British Louisiana, a good one would be to go in Pacifico Norte, and then we do British Cascadia. But no, we can't full annex British. Well, Spain declared on us. Conquest. I mean, understandable. If Britain felt powerful enough, of course Spain will. Once again, another, how do I put it? Another segment of this episode of me being annoyed, because this just delays my war, man. Okay, let's fight them. I actually might end up taking this. Now we're even better on manpower. The main problem is actually going to be down south, because 3 of their colonies are coming in from there. So what I'm going to do is going to take these guys, and I'm just going to hold the line down here, man. These guys can actually also stay here, and I'm gonna keep this one army north. Yeah, I gotta set up forts. I honestly gotta. Alright, we're done. Alright, pretty annoying, honestly, but frick it. There's quantity wrapped up, which means now we got the goods produced. Alright, time to continue with our regularly scheduled programming by declaring on British Louisiana, and we are gonna full annex them. Let's go. God damn it! I thought it was fast enough, though! They enforced on like 50-something%, so can they always enforce? I guess I was wrong about what I was saying earlier. God damn, man, we were already so close. I think you gotta go for their capital or something like that, man. I don't know. I will accept this. I don't want to fight all of these guys in Britain. Let's just deal with these guys, and then once the truce with, like, someone is up, I'll fight them. Well, let's do French Colombia then. Why not? I'll set that whole thing up, send the boats over there, get these guys over here. With these guys, I'm actually gonna run straight for the capital. 2 other guys will auto siege. Even though we have a very high amount of max manpower, I still haven't brought up more armies because, well, actually, wait, why is our manpower not really that high? No manpower buildings? What the hell? Soldier households maybe is what we need to build. Yeah. Now let's spam those up as well, get some more max manpower up. Either way, these guys are next. All right, boats are in position. Let's, okay. Now let's declare. Well, funnily enough, some of the Spanish colonies had some plans for French Colombia as well, apparently. I think we're gonna take as much as we can here without it getting weird. Yeah, okay, we're not disconnected to anything, so there we go. There's a peace out on French Colombia. Actually, about as much as I would have taken, even if these guys hadn't occupied stuff over there, man. But there's manufactories. Let's core these up. There's... yes, we can take this with manufactories. Sure. Okay, now I think we definitely go back for British Louisiana. All right, let's fight British Louisiana finally. Hopefully no enforcing this time, man. Let's send those guys straight to the capital and, you know, I'm just gonna keep the same thing with these other guys. Okay, cool. Well, there's 99%. They didn't enforce. Let's see if they'll accept, though, because they still have standing armies. Let's just go through this list right here, man. And there we... Not go. Now there's a full annexation. Yep, they will accept. Okay, we're good, because these are completely different guys. Nice. There's another colonial nation wiped out, man. Do we fully border Scottish Louisiana now? Yes, we do border everything that Scottish Louisiana owns, so I think they should be the next target. Yep. Aggressive expansion-wise, we should be good here, man. Especially these guys down here don't care at all because we never really got involved with them anyway. But, yeah, I really thought we'd be going first for South America, but it's just how the game turns out, man. We're going first for North America, I guess. Now, just a quick check. I think at this point, man, oh, that's Wasteland. I think everything is now colonized. Unless there's stuff we can't see over here, which I don't think so. I think this is all, uncolonized, uncolonizable terrain. And yeah, I think everything in South America is done. Okay. So at this point, both North and South America have been colonized, ladies and gentlemen, and we're just pounding into the colonial nations themselves. We're going to continue to do that for a little bit more, and then we're going to leave off, like, some of the major ones, like probably these guys down south, and maybe, like, Newfoundland and the 13 colonies for last episode. And, of course, last episode will also be colonizer nations proper. You know, I think with Spain moving so much of their troops to the New World to fight me, the European guys took quite a big of an advantage over them and declared. There's actually still a native nation left. Look, Kispoko. Oh, I've been declared again. This is like the third time this campaign, man, and they're not even doing reconquests. They're just doing regular conquest. Actually, there's another native nation down here. Nope, it's Great Britain. I love it when the, you know, guys take provinces like that. I really do, but okay, at least these guys aren't coming in from the south, so it's easier to deal with them. I have built up a pretty significant fort line up here, man. I don't know if you noticed. Yeah, let's just stay up here and fight, I guess. Well, thank you for wasting my time. I'll take that province. All right, another idea group time. I did the economic ones I already wanted to do. We are converting stuff, but we do need more missionaries. I originally wasn't gonna take religious here, but, you know, even once we conquer everything, man, because one of our goals is to convert everything to Nahuatl, I'd rather not wait and stuff like that, so I think religious makes sense. We'll get another missionary, and we'll have a Deus Volt as well, which isn't that useful. Conquest is good enough, and we're very close to imperialism, actually, so it doesn't matter. Actually, we just got imperialism, perfect, so I think I take it, Yeah, I think it'll make sense. But yeah, let's actually finally do what we wanted to do and declare on Scottish Louisiana. There's imperialism, 75A, much better. This is definitely going to be a full annex on them. While we're in this, there's another mission, which is, which one? Rights to something. Okay. Oh, that's that. Perfect. Okay. This is a nice little separated nation, you know, here that we can clean up and make our borders look prettier. But yeah, that's not bad at all, man. Perfect. Okay, so we got New Scotland trapped in us. We still can't get to all of them. Pacifico Norte over here is even more split. We got truces with these guys. I think it's actually time we go back down south, man, and go into it against Spanish Peru or something like that, or maybe even French Colombia again. I know we've been pounding the same guys over and over again, but yeah, Spanish Peru. Let's got imperialism, don't even need to spy. Perfect. Okay, let's bring down these boys and these boys. I got a third army up and 2 merc companies, by the way. Actually, Spanish Louisiana is only 3 provinces big, and we border all of them. Why not? All right, a very quick one right here, folks. Very quick one. Alrighty, that's done. Okay, now let's go in on Spanish Peru. They're actually pretty big. They got like 60k troops. Of course, and the leftover forts from the Incans. All right, only taking this right here because I'm taking max up to where Spain won't join. And if I take a little bit more, Spain does end up joining, so I don't want to get them into a coalition. So it is still slow chipping away at these guys, at least until we consolidate, you know, a little bit more, man. I think we might want to shift focus here to, I was gonna say, like, completely wrap up one of these continents just so we're not too fronting, but I don't think it matters too much. Okay, now yeah, the Colombia is still the one that's mad the most, and then New Scotland. It might make sense to go in on New Scotland then. Take, like, this and half of this or something like that. Or, yeah, you know, We'll see. Tier 8 Governor form time. What? Let's go with the goods produced. Why not? Haven't taken it in a while. What is this, though? Wait. Pinampa Farms. Oh, that's still 5% goods produced, and local goods produced, and dev discount on grain. Which one is that one, then? What the hell? Why did I not see this? There's actually a unique governor form way down the line? Pinampa Farms. 5 provinces that produce grain have 10 dev and a workshop. I mean, we still got the 5% goods produced. How much grain do we really produce? Let's see. Yeah, honestly, not that much to where this mission is super relevant. Oh, dude, we got the town halls. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. We need to spam it up. Okay, now it's gonna be time to full state everything. Our max manpower is gonna increase significantly from this, boys. Okay, it's time for my finger to fall off because there's so much clicking to be done here. All right, put some points into, what you call it, into, converting the culture of certain cheap provinces because we were maxing out. I also fully built up the 3 armies that we have, man. Now this is the final template, 44, 440. They're, of course, just split, so we, you know, don't take that much attrition and stuff like that. So armies are fully built up. Converting culture, converting religion, this is how it's going very nicely. I've stated up even more things up here, so we're good on that. And yeah, we're looking mighty powerful, man, mighty powerful. Look at this. Yeah, number 2 on the GP list now, fully, you know, everything being real and stuff like that. Also, Age of Revolutions is about to come around. Okay, who's stuck, man? Who the hell is stuck? Okay, this one is making progress. What about this one? Who the hell is stuck? I got an event for one of them. There we go. Yeah, Age of Revolutions is about to come around. I wonder if the bigger colonies like, well, Newfoundland, I guess mainly these 3 guys. These are the, well, not even La Plata, but Peru and Brazil. I wonder if they'll become rebellious or not. But yeah, with all of that said and done, man, I think this is a pretty good place to leave it off for episode 2 of this grand campaign. You know, episode 1 was all about establishing ourselves in the region of Mexico right here, reforming our religion and stuff like that. Episode 2 was about getting into it with the natives, destroying them, and starting to push into the colonies, which we've done. There's no more natives left, and we've started pushing heavily into the colonies. And of course, episode 3 is going to be all about finishing these guys off with major wars every single time, like doing the max we can, and of course a couple of final wars versus provinces that the colonizers themselves own proper, which I already explained. But yeah, this is a pretty good place to leave it off, man. Some wars, you know, yes, we were too careful about, I do admit, but it's just because, you know, we don't want to get into all of that right away. But next time, man, entering the Age of Revolutions, we've got imperialism, we've got everything, you know, number 2 on the great powers list, like I just showed off, making a ton of money. Well, we were until I built up like 1,000 more cannons, but working nicely on the idea groups as well. Excellent policies, completed even more missions this time, and I think next time, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna jump right into it, man, and just go, you know, full balls to the wall versus every single country we fight. So yeah, we got that to look forward to in our second to last grand campaign ever as Aztlan. But yeah, man, if you're enjoying this series and if you enjoyed this video specifically, make sure to leave a like, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, so you can stay up to date about when I drop new videos in this grand campaign or in anything else. But yeah, I'm very excited for the final episode, man. That's it for me for now. See you next time.